Hey everyone, I'm Melissa Ritchie from the West Side Y, and welcome YMCA virtual workout. Here we are, Pilates mat class. That's a little more high energy than I think I'm bringing today. I don't know. Um, so hey everyone, super cold, right? If you're here in the city. So hopefully, presumably you're inside somewhere where you have like a little bit of heat. Thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. Yes, today's my birthday, guys. Yay. So we're just gonna do everything that I like to do. Is that okay? All right. So, I'm returning to the idea that I kind of started last week, which is back to basics, right? It is winter, it is January, and we are basically wintering. Okay, we're gonna winter. Yes, it's my day, and we love the basics. So we're just going to move. I ask that you are patient with yourselves, with your body, because it is a little colder. Again, we're inside, but still our body does respond to that. So don't push it. If I'm doing something and you're like, yeah, my back's not happy with that today, then pull back from it. Okay. So we have to get started. Come to the mat if you would. All right. Let's begin in all fours actually, and then we will go from there. Okay. All right. So come on down, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and just take a moment to rock back a little bit and rock forward. And again, we're just going to rock back. We're going to rock forward, finding the crease in the hip. And then you're going to go ahead and move into cat. And rock back a little bit and forward. Rock back, really getting that stretch in that thoracic spine. All right, let's come back, find your neutral position, and then just move into cat and into cow. And notice, are certain parts of the spine a little stiffer today? Do certain parts feel like they can move a little bit better? And find your neutral. Let's extend that right leg out to the back. Curl the toes under. You're going to shift back and then bring the toes forward. So we're just kind of rolling over the toes. Hi. Thank you. Nice and easy. And then we're going to take that leg over to the left. Thank you, buddy. And look to the left. And come back in. Extend your left leg out. Curl the toes under. Shift your weight forward and back. Good. And then you're going to take it over to the right and look to the right. Good. Inhale, exhale, coming all the way back in. Let's curl the toes under, take it up, downward dog. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Try to really lengthen the back of those legs. And inhale, exhale, bend those knees and take it all the way down. So let's come around, have a seat, okay? And, sometimes when it's cold also, we're going to grip a little bit in those hip flexors. And if you're walking outside, it might be a little bit slippery. So, you're going to be a little more tense. We often have boots on, which really limits the ankle flexion. So the calves are going to get tight. And that's really going to go all the way up the spine. So today, really just trying to coax that body to be a little bit more mobile. Okay. So let's bring legs slightly separated. Find those sit bones. Let the tailbone soften. Begin to take it back and bring it all the way up. Good. And again, we're going to take it back and bring it all the way up. And now let that tailbone soften, everybody, and begin to take it all the way down. And then heels in line with your sit bones. We're going to go ahead, let the lower back release into the mat, just letting the pelvis tip. And then let the pelvis tip the other way, okay? Just rocking back and forth. And really trying to find the place where the back doesn't have to work so much. And let it settle there. We don't want it to strain. Feel the back of your head really released into the mat. Lengthen the back of that neck. Think about those shoulder blades gently engaged into the floor. Let the ribs sink to the floor. And then again, you know, there may be space under the lower back. There may not be. It's wherever your back is happiest. And I want you to take a big breath into the belly, a big inhale. And then exhale, pull the belly button to the spine. And again, take a nice big breath into the belly. And then exhale. One more time, take a nice big breath into the belly. And then exhale. Belly button to spine. Flex that right foot, lengthen that right leg. Let's reach that right arm overhead. Find the space along that right side of the body between the ribs and the hips. And take an inhale, exhale, bring it all back together. Let's go to the other side. And again, just finding the space between the ribs and the hips. And comparing, do we feel a difference between the right side and the left side? And bringing it all the way back in. Let's go back to that right side and take a flex and a point and a flex and a point and bring that leg in. Let's go to the other side. Take a flex and a point and a flex and a point and bring it all the way in. Let's open the arms out to the sides and take a moment and notice, did you flare the rib cage to do that? And just gently try to soften those ribs. We don't want to grip, just let them soften, let them release to the floor. We're going to take a nice big breath into the rib cage. And then exhale. And again, we take a nice big breath into the ribs. And exhale. One more time, everybody. Nice big breath into the ribs. And exhale. Float those arms up over the chest. And then just reach the arms overhead by the ears. Bring them back to the chest. And again, by the ears. And by the chest. And again, by the ears. And by the chest. And then open them out to the sides. Bring them back together. Open them out. And together one more time. Take them out. And back together. Place them on down. So bring the right knee in toward the chest and just sort of bounce that leg in. And I want you to do the best you can to relax that hip flexor. Let's really try to get that femur to drop into the hip socket. So again, hip flexor is going to work. It has to. It's its job. But we don't need it to be super, super grippy so that femur bone doesn't drop in. Okay. So let's keep that leg close in. Drop the heel to the back of the leg. And arms out to the sides. And you're just going to tap your toe down and let that leg come in. And tap the toe down. Let the leg come in. It's working, but hopefully not gripping. And now let's go ahead and try to go into a full tabletop. We bring it in a little bit closer and then tap it out. Bring it in and tap it out. So I'm doing a slightly fuller range of motion here. One more time. And place it all the way down. We're going to hug that left knee in. And again, just let it bounce into the hip socket. Relaxed, nice and easy. And now arms out to the sides. Let that toe drop to the floor. Bring it in. And let the toe drop. And bring it in. And again, let it drop. And in one more time, let it drop. And find the tabletop. Here we go. We tap, we bring it in, and we tap and in. And I am bringing it further in than usual. We normally stay in our tabletop, but I'm just kind of moving in a fuller range of motion today. And we're going to place that leg down. Let's bring right leg into tabletop. And I want you to just take small circles of that leg, just in the hip socket. Stabilize on the left side. Just getting a little mobility going on in there. Let's reverse, take it the other way. Good. Use your stabilizers. Try not to let the pelvis rock and roll. And place it down. Left leg in. We take those circles. Good. And let's reverse direction. Take it the other way. Nice, everybody. And place that leg down. I want you to lengthen out the right leg. You can take the hands down by your sides now. Flip that leg off the floor. Take an external rotation back to parallel. Externally rotate and parallel. Externally rotate, parallel. One more time. And lower it down. And bring it in. Lengthen out that left leg. Float it off the floor. Externally rotate, parallel. Externally rotate, parallel, externally rotate. Good. One more time. Lower it all the way down and bring it in. Lengthen out your right leg once again. Let's float it up and just lower it down. Float it up and down. Good. Take it up. Down one more time, everybody. Take it up. Take it down and bend it in. Lengthen out that left leg. Float it up and down. And up and down. Good. Take it up. Down one more time. Bring it up. Bring it all the way in. Draw both knees in and just take a little rock side to side. Nice and easy. Breathing and hugging the knees in once again. Relaxing through the hip flexors. Just let the head float to the right. Come back center. Let your head float left. And come back center. And place those feet down, heels in line with your sit bones, everyone. And let's begin to articulate that spine up. Feeling the feet into the floor. And inhale, exhale, articulate the spine back down. Good. And again, articulate that spine up. Making your way one vertebra at a time. And inhale, exhale, taking it all the way down. Good. And let's draw those knees into the chest once again. And now keep both knees into the chest, hands by your sides, and go ahead, tap both toes down and bring them in. Both toes down and in. Very nice. One more time. And now go into your full tabletop. Let's alternate. We tap the right. We tap the left. We tap that right. We tap the left. Good. And now flex your feet for me. Extend the right. Extend that left. Think of the belly button to the spine. Stabilizing that core. Breathing, everybody. One more time each side. And then both knees in. Let's circle the knees away. Open up through that pelvis. Good. And reverse direction. Take it the other way. And then place those feet down. Let those knees go to the right. And then take them up and over to the left. Really try to find that internal, external rotation. Mobilize through the hips a bit. And bringing it back. And coming back into center, heels in line with sit bones. Take your hands behind your head, please. Think about closing the rib cage, everybody. Nodding that head yes, and drawing yourself up. Breathe. And release back down. So we don't want any tension in that neck, in that head, in the face. And think about ribs closing so much that it draws us into the curl. And release back down. And again, take it on up. Take those hands off, grab the back of the legs. Maybe we get a little bit deeper to that curl. Some of that's going to be the flexibility in that thoracic spine. Hands behind the head. Take it on down. Inhale, exhale, begin to take it on up. Grab the back of those legs. Take it up, take it up, take it up. Relax your neck, everyone. Good. Take your hands behind your head and bring it on down. Float your right leg into tabletop. Inhale, exhale, take it up into that curl. Grab that leg for a sec so we get super tight. Take the hands behind the head and we lengthen it out. We go 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Float your leg down, release all the way down. Inhale, exhale, draw it on up. Float your left leg in. Grab the back of that leg. Get a little bit tighter. Relax your neck, everyone. Hands behind the head. Here we go. We lengthen. And lengthen. And lengthen. Lengthen. Float that leg down. Release all the way down. Inhale, exhale, take it all the way up. Flip both legs. Grab the back of those legs. Get really tight to that curl. Hands behind the head, everybody. And here we go. Take it out. Take it in. Take it out. Take it in. Good. And out. And in. 2 more. Take it out. Take it in. Last time. And draw the knees into the chest. Take that rock side to side. All right, let's rock it on up. All right. Lengthen out those legs as best you can. So if the hamstrings are a little bit tight today, soften the knees, right? We don't want to be here trying to sit up and just compressing that back. So maybe you need to bend the knees a little bit and really tip that pelvis up and over, okay? So here we go. Arms in front for me, please. I want you to take a slight hinge forward and then literally just bend over those legs. Shake out your head. Maybe rock a little side to side. And now lift up into that nice, lovely C shape. And let's begin to roll down. If you need to bend the knees, please bend them. Just keep everything anchored to the floor. Inhale, exhale. We start to take it back up. And we just stretch it on forward. We shake out the neck, the head. And let's lift it up. Take it on down. Just moving through that body. Inhale, exhale, bring it on up. And now restack your spine. We're going to bend that right leg in, sit up as tall as you can, and just take a little rotation. I am not crossing it over the body. I'm keeping it right where it is. And lift up from the tailbone, everybody. And then we take it to the other side. And now let's cross it over, hug it in, take a little rotation to the right, breathing. Take it over to the left. And lengthen out that leg. We're going to keep those legs slightly crossed. Take it over, get a nice stretch. Inhale, exhale, take it on down. Breathe, inhale, exhale, bring it up. Inner thighs. Restack the spine. We're going to bend that left leg in, sit up as tall as you can, everybody. Rotate to the left. And let's take it over to the right, sit up tall. Good. And now we take that leg and we cross it over the body. And again, we hug it in, lift up. And take it over to the other side. Good. Lengthen that leg out, take it all the way forward. Inhale, exhale, keep those ankles crossed. Take it all the way down. Inhale, exhale, take it back up. And stretch it out. Restack that spine. All right, so let's take it over to all fours, everybody. Again, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're just going to take a nice little circle around. And then take it the other way. Around. All right, find that neutral. I want you to sink into your shoulders and then push away. And again, a little sink into the shoulders and a push away. Let's do that one more time. A little sink a little push away. Scoot your knees back, take it down to the mat, reach around. Let's grab that right foot, right ankle. And, as always, everybody, maybe this is not terribly comfortable on those quads or the knees and you have to roll to your side to stretch. That's what you do. And change to the other side. And release. Slide those hands forward, press into the hands, take it up. Inhale, exhale, lower back down. And again, inhale, exhale, take it up. And lower back down. We're taking the hands by the shoulders, bringing ourselves back to all fours. Bring those knees together, the feet together, okay? So we have a little bit of a better base, and the right leg goes up, and we just take little pulses there. I want you to tap into the glutes here. Front of the throat is lifted, and then we bring it down. Float that left leg up and tap into those glutes. And bring it down. Scoop those knees out. Lower yourself back down. Forehead into the hands. Right leg is going to lift. We're going to bend that knee. Pulse it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen it out. Bend your left leg. Pulse it up. We go 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen it out. Hands by the shoulders. Bring it on up. Bring it back to all fours. Extend that right leg up. And now we're just going to lengthen that leg out and take 2 kicks. Okay, kick and lengthen. Kick, kick, lengthen, kick, kick, lengthen, kick, kick, lengthen. Bring it on in. Take it up, lengthen it out, and here we go. Kick, kick, lengthen, kick, kick, lengthen, kick, kick, lengthen, and bring it on in. Scoot your knees out. Take it all the way down. Forehead to the hands. Right leg goes up. Kick, kick. And lengthen. Left, lift, kick, kick. And lengthen. Right, lift, kick, kick. Lengthen. Left, kick, kick. Lengthen. This time hands are going to go by the shoulders. We're going to bend those knees. Press into the floor. In one piece, push yourselves up. Front of the throat is lifted. Lengthen the legs, curl the toes, find the plank. Try to do that in one smooth motion. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, uncurl the toes. Lower yourselves back down. Forehead into the hands, everybody. Lift the forehead off the mat. And now think of lifting your belly away from the floor. Bring the hands to the forehead. Take it on down. We do forehead. Hands to the forehead. Take it on down. Once again, we do forehead. Hands to the forehead. Take it on down. Hands by your shoulders. Bend your knees. Press yourselves up. Lengthen the legs. Curl the toes. Front of the throat lifted. Shift your weight forward and back for 3. And 2. And 1. We're going to bend those knees. Shift back. Take a nice stretch here. You can sway a little bit, right and left. Take your time going side to side, using the breath. Inhale, exhale, shifting back. Find that modified plank position. Front of the throat is lifted. Once again, we're going to take it all the way down. Lengthen out those legs. Arms are going to go in front. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Easy, everybody. Left arm, right leg. And now right arm, left leg stays. Left arm, right leg joins. And move into a little bit of swimming. Pull your belly away from the floor. Take it down. Hands by the shoulders. Bend the knees. Press yourselves up. Lengthen the legs. Curl the toes. Find the plank. Breathe, everybody. Good. Bend those knees. And let's take it onto our right Actually, left side. Let's go to the left side so the right leg is on top. Okay. Here we go. Now, if it's very uncomfortable for your head in this position, you can also just stick a little pillow, a yoga block, and then bring your arm to the front. Sometimes I like to do that. All right. So adjust accordingly for you. Okay. All right. So here we go. Push your top hip away. And in fact, everyone, do me a favor and hike your hip up. And you'll feel very collapsed on the bottom side. So go ahead, push the hip away. And then one more time, hike that hip and just collapse. And now push the hip away. Find that space nice and long. And we're going to float that leg up, flex your foot. And just give me a couple pulses here. Start to feel the side of that leg. It's going to kick in. And then pause. And then I want you to bring that leg a little bit behind you. And start to pulse there. Good. Breathing, everybody, breathing. Point your foot. And let's move into our circles for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let's reverse it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring the knee toward the floor. So there's a little internal rotation here. And then back out. And again to the floor. And out to the floor. And out. Very nice. To the floor. And out. Good. To the floor. Out. One more time. To the floor. And out. And lower it on down. Take it a little further behind you. And I want you to just get that stretch. Take that arm overhead. Really reach, reach, reach. And then take a small rotation toward the floor. And then a small rotation back towards me. And I'm rotating in my thoracic spine, everybody, not in the pelvis or the lumbar spine. Take the rotation. And coming back and bend that leg in. Good. So I would like you to just invert both legs and then lower them back down. And again, a little invert, lower back down. Invert, lower back down. One more time, invert and lower back down. All right, bring yourselves up. We're going to return back to that in just a minute or two. All right, so here we go. Take it on down. Take a moment, right? Extend that leg. Push your hip away. And now just let everything collapse. Like, in fact, hike the hip up. So pull the leg up. And then push it away. Create the space. One more time. Hike it up. No space. Push it away. Create the space. Let's flex that foot. Take some pulses there. And again, you'll start to feel it on the side of the leg. And we're going to take it behind us and just shift it up. Good. Little tiny pulses. Tap into the glutes a bit more. Little less TFL here. A little more to the glute. And now let's move into our circles for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let's reverse that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that internal rotation and out. And internal and out. And internal and out. Very nice, everybody. Internal. Out. One more time, please. Internal and out. Lower down. Bend both knees in. And just take that internal and down. Technically, one leg is externally rotating. One is internally rotating. But just lifting the shins and coming down. Lifting in. And coming down. Good. Come all the way up, please. So take hands behind you. We worked on this a little bit last week. We're going to continue to sort of build on our mobility pattern here. All right. So we just take legs side to side. Internal, external rotation. Now, I do realize that, sometimes your knees are not necessarily going to like this. But that being said, there really does need to be enough flexion in both the hip and the knee joint in order to get yourself off the floor. That's really kind of key. Now maybe you can take the hands off as you go side to side. Maybe you have another way you can get off the floor. Think about that. How can I get up without using my hands potentially, right? If I really had to. So now maybe you can rise up. Maybe it's not happening today. That's all right. Okay. Take it the other way. Breathe. Let's just try one more time each side, everyone. You know, and you can still just be going side to side. And maybe you're just using the hands, okay? It's all good. And then take it on down. Good. All right. So take a moment here. Cross your legs for me. And just sort of notice right to left in the glute. Is one side a little bit tighter than the other? And you can support the weight of the legs as you go forward. Shake out that head. And bring it on up. And now switch. And just notice, does that feel different? Right leg to left. You know, sometimes you can also grab a blanket, a pillow to lift the pelvis up, just to do a little bit of extra stretching, okay? Give yourself a little ease. And then bring it up. All right, let's swing around, everybody. Come to the edge of the mat. If you wonder what I'm picking off of me, it's my mat. Lovely little Ernie likes to chew the mat and then leave pieces around for me. So find a little balance here. And here we go. Let the tailbone soften, everyone. Let the ribs release. We're going to find our curl position here. And that right leg comes in, hip flexors relaxed. We're going to change legs. Let's go for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring both legs in. We're going to rock up, find the balance. And we're going to go ahead and get a nice extra stretch today. Inhale, exhale, restack it. Inhale, exhale, let the tailbone soften, begin to take it down. We're going to lengthen both legs up, lower that left leg, 2 pulses right, 2 pulses left, 2 pulses right, 2 pulses left. Bring those legs in, lever the toes to the floor. Take it up. Restack your spine. Inhale, exhale, take it on down. Lengthen up those legs. Here we go, lower and lift and lower and lift. Breathing, everybody, lower. Lift one more time. We lower. We lift, bend those legs and take it up. Take that nice stretch. Inhale, exhale, find the balance. Breathe, take it down. Right leg out, rotate left, rotate right, rotate left, rotate right. Breathe, everybody. Very nice. Then bring those legs in and rock it on up. Take it over. And bring it up nice and tall. Separate corners of your mat, please. Go ahead, take that rock again, even out the sit bones. And we're just taking the arms in front of us, and I want you to open up that right arm and place it onto the floor, and then just lift it up toward the ceiling with the left arm. And then bring it back to the front. And we open up to the left, and we lift it up. It doesn't go very far. And take it back to center. Give me a little hinge. And then take it up, rotate to the right. Once again, let's go down to the elbow. And bring it up. Open it out to the left, take it down. And again, you're just noticing right to left, the difference in restriction, flexibility. Good, take it back. Let's do it again. A nice little hinge. And keeping those legs separated, I want you to really anchor to the mat. Let your tailbone soften, toes to the ceiling. No flopping in those legs. And take it on down. We're going to bend those heels in line with the sit bones. Hands by your sides.
Articulate that spine up. Feel your toes into the floor and just tip the pelvis right. And then tip that pelvis left. Tip it to the right. Tip it to the left. Come back to center, articulate through the spine. Breathing. I want you to just let the right knee open out to the side. And take a moment here, feel that adductor. You're stable on the left. And then bring it in. Good. And let that left leg open out to the side. And again, file away. Is it a little bit easier to externally rotate right leg versus left? Does that kind of correspond to maybe how my back feels? And bring it back in. Very nice. Feel the feet into the floor. Articulate that spine back up. And we're going to go ahead and just rotate again to the right. Rotate to the left. Rotate right. Rotate left. And articulate through the spine, bringing it on down. And now just let both knees open out to the sides. Find a nice little stretch. You can open the arms out as well. And just breathe. Inhale and exhale. And go ahead, bend those knees in. Take your hands by your sides. Let's articulate up one more time, everybody. I'll just take that right leg up and bring it down. Try to even out that pelvis. The left leg goes up and bring it down. Tap into your glutes. Right leg up and down. The left leg goes up and down. Articulate through that spine. Nice and easy. Bring your right ankle to your left knee. Take a moment, let that pelvis really release. You can gently press on that right leg, just for a little bit of external rotation. And now I'm going to ask you to just flip the left leg off the floor a little bit and then place it back down. And as you do that, you're going to give a little counter pressure to that right leg. And down. Let's do that again. Bring it in. And down. Try the other side, left ankle to right knee. Take a moment, gently press into it. Find the space in that pelvis. And then you're going to go ahead, lift the leg. I am putting just a little bit of pressure into my left leg for the external rotation. Good, let's do that one more time, everybody. And then uncross those legs. Let's rock it up. Come on over to all fours. And move back into cat. Shift back. Shift forward. And move into cow. Shift it back. And forward. And now find downward dog. Let's take a little bend to the right knee, bend to the left. And walk those feet in. Take your time coming up. And just come and face me. Let's come into a little P first here. Feel the big toe, the baby toe, the heel. And take a little sway side to side. And just sort of notice the different parts of the foot, kind of what's kicking in there. And again, find that tripod and just give me a little rise and a little lower. Shoulders relaxed on the spine. And a rise and a lower. One more. Very nice. Come into parallel, roll through the spine. Inhale, exhale, roll it up. Roll those shoulders back. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. So, you can always leave me questions or comments here, and you can reach out to me via Facebook, Instagram, any of the social media accounts that we have. Friday, we're gonna start with some of our heavier weights for Dance Pilates, so maybe start to pull those out a little bit. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Oh, of course. Where else would I be, Jean? It's my favorite thing to do. So cool. All right, guys. I'll see you on Friday. Dance Pilates have your, I would say, two heavy weights available, right? Something you can do 8 reps with. And we'll get started with that. All right. Excellent. Oh, welcome. Welcome, Lori. Welcome, welcome. We're a fun group. All right. So have an awesome day. And I'll see you guys on Friday, okay?